Oh. Is this a prank?
This is the best way ever to start this.
Is this a prank?
This is the best start.
Not us being gagged. Like, what?
What do we do?
Well, on people.
It wasn't even screen off. It's just there's no doom.
You could have at least pretended to be me. Like, I would have enjoyed
True.
Absolutely not. I refuse to take credit for your amazingness, and also I was busy healing, so thank you. I'll not be doing that.
Iconic.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Confessions of a Gamer Girl podcast. I am your host, Doom Cutie, and I'm here with my lovely colleagues. We have Ellie.
Woohoo! It is I.
And Shay.
Hi everyone. I don't know what the hell today is, but apparently now everyone is funnier than me, and I'm very entertained. I'm gonna sit here and just enjoy.
Look, the chaos continues, but so do I. It's there are many things that draw my attention.
I still remain silly. There we go.
Oh my goodness. We have a lot of people in the chat, so thank you so much for being here. Also, thank you to those who are listening all around the world and watching this post on our YouTube channel. We love to see it. All of our links are down below, so please do hop on over, say hi.
Linkies.
Exactly. I have some very good news for everyone. Good news, everyone. Yes. The good news is that from our first drop of merch, we now have 1/3 of the amount of money to be able to get pins for packs.
Yes, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Some things we're just going to give back to you anyway, but that's not the point.
Well, yes. No, we're not just, buying lip gloss with that money. I mean, eventually we'll be able to pay ourselves. Oh, that's very nice. Did you put that on yourself, didn't you?
No, I didn't. It came like this, and I haven't had the heart to take it off because I can't alter packaging because I'm just like that. My plushies have their tags on them. I am that person. It's okay.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What do you learn?
I know. So here I look so well adjusted. Vaguely. I mean, don't look at. It's fine. I'm well adjusted.
Totally. So yes, thank you so much to everyone who has purchased a very cool sippy and a very cool what else do we have? A cooler, and we have stabby holder, mate.
Stabby holder. True, cheers coming back.
We invaded your barbecues, right? Like we're gonna be there.
We will be. We'll be 2024, class of 2024 edition, and the coaster. So yeah, those are live. I'm also thinking about winter. Thinking about all of our conversations that we've had in the past about merch.
Where winter is superior?
Winter
is superior when you're a gamer girl, I will say.
Ellie's over here like, no, I don't like this.
Ellie's like, no, I need the D. I need the vitamin D.
I'm from Melbourne, okay? I get like approximately 3 weeks of summer. Let me have this. You people have summer all year round.
Yeah. I'm actually getting physically sick from going outside when it's sunny at the moment. Like, I am getting nausea, I'm getting constant migraines. I am entirely unwell because it's so fucking hot. Please, can we swap?
Yes. You need to move, girl. You need to move. And I'm saying that also to myself.
We'll just swap houses. It'll be fine. Like, don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
They'll be so cute. And then one day, like, the stream is the opposite, and people will be like, what is
I
going
just
on?
rock up and I've got Ellie's background and Ellie's got my background. They're like, so much confusion. What has happened?
You're like, wow, a couple more neon lights and look who you've become. We're just swapping one red chair for the next.
Yeah. Yeah. You
ignore my
can't
rubbish.
see
I've got a
mine,
grey one
but
in there.
they are on. They are on. You just can't see them. But if you would have watched my my gift guide, which is on my YouTube channel, at Doom Cutie, I've never done a gift guide saying, look what I bought. So I hope you enjoy that. It's a good 10 minutes, so not too long. And everything is like not very expensive, so enjoy.
Budget friendly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We do love that.
We love that. What has everyone been playing this week? Shay, start us off, babe.
Oh god, I've been playing so much goddamn League, and I know that's pretty standard for me, but I'm really revitalized at the moment. Like from Arcane coming out, obviously we're getting like a whole bunch of new people coming on stream and being like, hey, you know, I watched the show, I haven't played, I've heard, you know, the community is very toxic. And listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to pretend that it's not. It absolutely is. But the advice I always give is taking a friend. Like, if you've joined my community, we have a whole heap of players from a whole bunch of different regions and skill levels. You can take somebody in. And there's no reason to go in and have to deal with mean people and try and learn on your own when you can take in a friend and make a really good memory. So
that's really nice, Shay.
Yeah.
I love
so
that.
we've been doing like a lot of League. I'm really lucky to have some amazing duos that jump on with me like every goddamn night. Like, even if I haven't asked them, they're on League waiting just in case I need a duo. I'm like, thank you so much. So
We love
yeah, my community's just
That's
been freaking awesome. What you been doing, Ellie? Good adventures.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to admit I am a bit of a TikTok lover. I do love a bit of TikTok. I love a bit of the scrolly scroll. It's fun. It's fun, okay. But you know what? It's also educational because a lot of people obviously know that I like the spooks, and they like to send me spooky things to play over on the TikTok. And I had come across this like found footage dinosaur, you're using a torch sort of game. And I'm not normally one to be quite spooked by scary games. I kind of look at stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, like it's going to be creepy, but that's kind of what I look for. This game, actually, I don't know what it was about it, but the vibes were just scaring me. And I was stalling streaming it last night. I was like, I don't want to start this. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. And it's called Unknown Tapes, and it is just that. It is a found footage video game. You are in first person. You're trying to do like these little things of like, I guess it's like missions or part of the story. You know, you're turning on this area of the compound, you know, getting these clues, figuring out what happened here, like why are these dinosaurs wild and free. And I've mentioned several times before that technically, like you see the brick, like I'm not inside of my house. I'm a bit separate to my house. So it can get spooky in here because it's a wide room. It goes dark, whatever. It's spooky. When I tell you, like I genuinely like I screamed and nothing, it wasn't even a jump scare in the traditional sense of something had popped up and I was like bricking myself. It was just a noise that kind of with new headsets, how dare the technology be so good? I only heard it in one side.
Audio.
Yeah.
Should be illegal. It like popped up in one side and I just had my headset too loud because it was a quiet game. So I turned it up. Shouldn't have done that. And I literally screamed. I was like, ah! And I felt bad for my neighbors and anyone in a close proximity of me. But that is genuinely the first time that I have screamed out of fright in a very, very long time. But people loved it. The game that I played the demo last night, the game comes out December 4th, but we're Australian. So I think it comes out in like 2 hours. So even closer to midnight, maybe. I think it's like tomorrow, if not like 11:59. Like it's really close fitting. But yeah, tried a different spooky game and I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it.
Well, I'm impressed to find that something actually stimulated you in the genre of horror. That's crazy.
Yeah, me too, really, because otherwise, like, I enjoy something looking scary. Like, I don't sit there saying, like, oh, nothing scares me, because otherwise, why would you enjoy horror? You know, like, I look at stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's got creepy vibes. It's going to be eerie. I'm going to be a bit on edge. It'll be fun. But something about Unknown Tapes, like, I literally sat there. I'm like, no, I'm actually scared. And then those several jump scares, it really, it really got to me. So I will have to, it's only meant to be a quick game, like 2-3 hours, but I got hooked on the demo and I was like, I got to buy it. So I assume it's only going to be like $20-$30.
We hope. Games have been coming out kind of expensive lately. I haven't loved that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Gameflation.
Yeah.
Inflation.
It's been so bad. It's like, hey, casually, we're going to try making games $100 each now. I'm like, casually, I don't think so.
Yeah, the $100 mark to me is absolutely insane. I think predominantly I have discovered over my gaming career, I'm definitely more of an indie gamer or a smaller title gamer. So I look at $70. I'm like, oh, it's getting a bit pricey. And then when I happen to like Spider-Man, AAA studio, I had to fork out like over $100 to get a game.
I think the thing that bothers me the most is that the digital price is the same price as like going into the store. Like, how does that make sense?
No,
like,
you remember it used to be, right? It used to be, hey guys, sorry, you're in Australia. It costs a lot to ship everything over. And we went, well, that fucking sucks, but fair enough. We got you, no stress. And it's a physical item, so it's going to be weighted as well. Okay. What's your excuse now, nerds? I don't think so. You ain't shipping shit.
And now all the extra stuff that comes with the deluxe editions or whatever, they're all digital. It's not like I'm getting, a T-shirt or, a poster.
Or a sick poster. Like, that used to be the highlight. You stuck a poster up on your wall and you were like,
I know.
Good.
Don't you remember the pre-ordering sort of benefits? Like, now I think it's more like bundled benefits. Yeah, those sorts of things is a bit different, but especially because we've been going through sort of, what would you say, like a climate crisis that, people are going like, we need less plastic, we need less this and the other. And it's like, I understand that. So games kind of are going that direction. They probably want us to do less physical, but then I think a lot of gamers are like, knowing that you don't actually physically own the game, so you can't just like whack it in your console. Terrifying, right? And I, as one gamer to the next, if I had to pay $100 to get my physical game with the labor and the materials, mentally that makes sense than someone going, I'm just going to buy it digitally, which is $80. If I'm paying $20 more for like the physical copy, when you think about all the labor, all the materials, all the shipping that has to go into it, I think me as a rational person of society and a gamer can be like, you know what? It's never fun paying more, but it makes sense because that's how the world works. But
no, and Sari in the chat is exactly right. We haven't owned games for decades. Like, even if you did buy something physically, the game isn't actually on that disc. And
they can shut it off.
Which is
and
so
it
frustrating.
Bloody sucks because it sucks because like I can't go back, and because I didn't play Forza Horizon 1, for example. I can't go back and play that because all of the copyrights and all of the things that they just don't like carry forward, even though Xbox has one of the best backwards compatibility of everything, unless it's kind of, I guess, in the digital store. It's actually really difficult to go back and play. So it's like you're actually like making a rod for your back by saying, not only are we in a climate crisis, but we're not making it like cheaper for you to just consume digital products, but also like, anything that did exist before, stuffed. Can't actually play it. Oh, did you buy that game? You don't know.
No, silly. No, so my thing with this, right, is I appreciated digital games because as some, like, we've got a cost of living crisis at the moment as well, right? And obviously living crisis. And as somebody who's never going to get to own a home, I can't buy a bajillion physical things. I say, as I know, don't look at it. But I can't buy a bajillion physical things, right? Because I have to haul that every single time I move, and it's an absolute shit to pack, and then it breaks, and then I'm heartbroken. So for that, I appreciate digital games because, dear God, I can't hold that anymore. But there's something sad about it now. There's no midnight releases. There's no hype there. There's no like, oh my god, are you totally going to the midnight release on Thursday night for EB? Yeah, I'm just gonna skip out on school on Friday or work or whatever because I know I'm gonna be tired. And it's really heartbreaking to not have that culture around it anymore. And I know that obviously gamers have found other ways to participate in our culture, but that was one of the unique ones where we actually physically turned up like together. And it was beautiful.
It's a very good point, actually, that sort of like community gathering outside of what meetups and stuff. Like, it's just not happening anymore. And that in itself is so sad. And I think pre-ordering for me anyway, like comes with no benefits now. Whereas I feel like it used to come like, here, you get a little sneaky pin or you get like a little, keychain. And recently with the Until Dawn remake, they obviously promoted like there's new locations and new interactions and that sort of fun thing. But it was actually had kind of come out that some of these new interactions was actually pre-order benefits from the first game or the first iteration of the game. And so I haven't actually seen any backlash. I haven't really looked too deep into it. But I was thinking, me personally as a gamer, if I was super excited about it back then, pre-ordered it back then, and I got this special thing, and then now, all these years later, like almost 10 years later, 9 years later, this reboot comes out, this remake, and they've kind of flogged off this as like, oh, it's part of the new remake, when it was actually a benefit of me going out of my way, showing my excitement for this game, for this title, putting my money down at these retailers for them to get their data, knowing that people are keen. And then it's kind of used as like a pawn later on. Like, I didn't really know about pre-ordering back then. I would just go to the shop. I would hear it's come out, go to the shop and buy stuff because I was like a bit younger. So I didn't do that even though I played the game on release. But I couldn't help but think like I would be annoyed. Like that would genuinely bother me. So it's fascinating how the culture has shifted.
Well, Sims does that a lot as well. And the thing is, right, like I used to be with you on the it annoys me thing, but then I thought about it and I was like, what happens, right, if you're just going through a shit part of life right then and you just don't have the money? Should you be punished forever for being poorer? And I've always thought that cutting people out of certain experiences in games, it's just cruel. Like, hey, this other person was richer than you, so they get to have more fun. And it never feels good. So for me anyway, like Sims, for example, there were some pre-order things that I got with one of the first packs. Can't even really remember what it was. And they've been released for free. I'm honestly so glad, right? Because that's going to get released to people who maybe weren't playing the game then or weren't old enough to buy it then. And they're going to do so much more with it than I have. Because it sits in my little digital game. You know, I open it up every few months and maybe I'll see the thing, maybe I won't, I don't know. But there are so many dedicated builders out there and people who are genuinely in love with the game who deserve to have access to the content that I'm honestly barely using.
Yeah, that's a fascinating way to look at it, especially as we're discussing, like, you know, time's getting harder and games can be such a luxury. But if I play devil's advocate, it's kind of like, unfortunately, that's the world that society and humans have built for ourselves is money. And so one of the only ways that you can have something different than other people is money. And everything happens like that, though. Like, people with more money have better careers, they have better houses, you know, they have better assets. Like, it just is the way that the cookie crumbles. And sometimes in the race of life, it's like, if that's that leg up that you got, then soza, that's how it worked. But I also do understand, because I benefit on the flip side, right? Like, I benefited because I got this extra interaction between Emily and Matt. Like, in Until Dawn, like I got to benefit that by just getting this game that I was super excited about, and I had to learn about the knowledge through third parties, being like, oh, so it's just they've just thrown in the pre-order benefit into the game. And like I said, I hadn't seen anyone be negative about it, but I wonder if anyone, because it's like 9 years old, right? Like, who would care about something like 9 years ago? Yeah. But there still might be someone that being like, oh, I would have saved my money. Well, it's not even saving your money though, because you're still paying the same amount for that game. You're just like being ahead of the curve and like putting your money down. But
I can totally understand if it was like maybe a month or two and they're like, cool, everyone have it. I'd be like, all right, that's a bit fucking dodge. But like a decade, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I think that's been happening with a few games at the moment. I'm trying to remember the titles, but I saw the beef on Instagram, and it's like these benefits were coming out that people had like paid a bit of money for were coming out of, maybe it's PlayStation Plus. Maybe people are getting miffed because they paid for something extra back like a couple years ago, and now it's like the free games that are each month. I don't know. I'd have to double check, but it was something like that where people had paid the money for it and now it's free. And I think people were like a bit taken aback by it. But that is also delving into the conspiracy that is PlayStation Plus free games every month, because that is a shit show. Do not read the Instagram comments ever. If you want to have love for society, don't read the PlayStation Plus free monthly games comments, because there's a bunch of whiny baby gamer losers. And
are they ponies or are they Xbox? Ponies. Oh, I have ladies. I must educate you. Okay,
Jeez.
so in the console wars,
is this some kind of fetish? Like I don't.
No. So
Okay.
so the people who are like the hardcore, like PlayStation is, the best thing since sliced bread. They're called ponies, and the people who are on the Xbox side, some people, I think they like tried to pigeonhole me as an Xbot, but that's just not possible because Xbot, like Xbox, and like I guess it's a kind of throwback to Master Chief, I guess,
or a robot.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I guess fair enough.
Or if you're not, you're like a filthy casual. So I guess you can just call me that. But yeah, like I'm imagining because okay, I have said many times, and I stand by it, that Xbox Game Pass is the best value in gaming. You get games day one. They drop Indiana Jones day one on Game Pass. Okay. Unless you bought the Ultimate Edition where you get access 3 days later, which I think is a crappy tactic. But anyway, day one, you get to play it. Whereas PlayStation Plus, it's like, oh, here's this game we made like 6 years ago.
Would you like to play it?
You could play
yes
it.
Yes and no, though. Like, yes and no.
Where's the day one, Last of Us 3? Like, I want that on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, like, it's quite funny. So, I have had PlayStation Plus for as long as I've had my PlayStation 4. So, that was somewhere in the teens. So, what year is it? So, surely, like, maybe less than 10 years, but, like, because obviously I don't think it's that old, is it? Who cares? Whatever. I've had it for many, many years. And I only realized that you could get these free games when a coworker was like, oh, have you, like, jumped on and grabbed this game? It's on PlayStation Plus.
No, they don't publicize that.
No, and I was like, oh, what do you mean? And he's like, every month they give you free games. Like, you pay for it, right? And I was like, yeah, but I thought I was paying to play with my friends on the internet. Like, I didn't know we got free games. And he's like, yeah. And so it's only been, I want to say, about 4 years of me collecting these free games. And I've easily had it for like 7. I'd agree with you, Doom. Like, they don't necessarily advertise it. But there's a lot of give and take with those games, because everyone has different flavors, everyone has different preferences and genres. Like, they rarely chuck a horror game up there, but am I still like kind of impressed by the games? Like sometimes there's a good one, Little Nightmares. They've put that up. Like, that's a fantastic game. And there was also like Hot Wheels, which is, I get it, it's not for people entering their 30th year of life or 40th or 50th. But there's still
what do you mean?
I was going to say, what you mean, man?
What are you trying to say?
I will play it anyway.
No, it's super enjoyable, but like for the average person, they're probably like, when they think car racing, they don't automatically go, Hot Wheels, that was the best game ever. And there's just opinionated people, and it makes me so sad that the way they tear down they tear down a team of people doing their best. They obviously are trying to do what they need to do in life. And these people are just like, another shit month to have this. Why am I spending this money? And you've always got people running their mouths sooking. And you just want to go,
oh, yeah. But this is Ellie. This
You're
is the
getting
world
stuff
of
for free, babe.
No, it's not, Ellie. It's not for free. It's not free. If they're giving you a game they wouldn't have sold anyway. It's not. That's not free. You pay that monthly subscription, and
I'm
what
gonna
you
just
get.
sit back here on my PC and just watch you guys fight.
Like Little Nightmares is a huge game. Like they've sold like heaps and heaps of copies of that, and here it is for free.
Out.
I would argue that people still like. I was going to buy a copy like a couple months ago, and now I don't need to because I got it for free. But
but if it was $100, would you buy it?
I mean, depends. I mean, I've bought I've bought Spider-Man 2 because it was a franchise that I really enjoyed. Yeah. And the first one, this is the first one, but the first one is great. And then there's the second one, which I haven't played. But
also very good.
Yeah, It's just a well-known title. So people are obviously going to go like, heck yeah, like sign me up. But sometimes there's wins and losses in life. Like, what do I pay? I think I pay like $12 or $13 a month. And then to get games that I wouldn't necessarily, like Five Nights at Freddy's, would I have even downloaded that if there wasn't a movie that I kind of was like, oh, it was a good popcorn flick, like maybe I should play the game. Yeah. Like you just, sometimes you just need to realize that you just get a benefit for it. Like I'm paying so I can play, Dead by Daylight online with my friends. Like I'm not paying it in hopes that these games are going to be good.
Exactly. No, I understand that.
Yeah, it's just an extra bonus. And I don't know if it's just people with like smooth brains or what, but it gets so exhausting. Every single freaking month, they act like they have to have 3 games that are absolutely perfect. Because if that was perfect, it'd already be in your library.
No, but the thing is, Ellie, they have these games. They won't put them on there. That is not a consumer-friendly tactic, is it?
Could I also point out a consumer not friendly tactic? The fact that you do have to pay to play on the damn internet that you already pay for because you want to play on a damn console.
Scam. Yes. I said that from the get-go.
Fucking scam. You guys are fighting about the 3 games you get with it, but like I'm still mad that you're paying for your own internet twice.
Look, what I'm gonna say about that is there's a lot of engineering, inside these consoles that needs to be done. Okay. Look, have you seen how small the Series S is? It's tiny. But I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. Really, that's why they call the PC master race. This is another term that some of you might not know.
Referred to as that. I'm too blonde and blue-eyed. I just don't think that's a very wise decision. Yeah, we should rename that immediately.
I didn't name it. I
know.
It's just what they call it.
I mean, as a whole, right? I've seen that a few times, and I'm like, I don't think I don't think we should align with that. That seems like a bad idea.
Yes, and I know, like the general rhetoric around console wars is like at the end of the day, number one, probably Nintendo wins, like regardless.
No, you still have to pay for it. It's ridiculous.
Yes, you do to play online. I know that. But what I'm saying is like they will constantly make money if they slap Mario on something, like basically. Yeah. And at the end of the day, like if you actually genuinely care about gaming, you should probably just get a PC. But also I found out that Steam, you don't actually own you don't actually own your games either.
Nope.
It's like
you
just renting.
But they're not. Are they cheaper on Steam?
I don't think so.
They have sales sometimes, but not really. If you want to like own your games, GOG is where you go.
Yes.
Good old gaming. Because they're pretty good with it. Obviously,
and you can actually pass your games on to
other people.
Your family.
Yeah, and there are times, of course,
like
if the server gets shut down, like GOG can't do anything about that. But for the actual ownership of it, it's yours.
So yeah, I think we're all honestly everyone on every team is being bamboozled. All right.
Oh yeah.
So but I think displaying that kind of those ideas and like arguing about it, like keyboard warrioring about it is just honestly it's a waste of time.
It's a bit cringe.
It's
hella cringe. I think you're right, Shay. It's just weird. Like I don't know why you take time out of your day to comment weird stuff about a game that's for free. Like honestly, go outside and breathe air.
People take time out of their day to be creeps. Like I'm not surprised. I wish I was, but I'm just not. Oh, here we go, guys. The fourth COAGG co-host is here.
Oh,
Hello.
the Tankies.
No, this is Dawn. She's
knew
she's
that.
very cuddly today, and she does keep me company when I game. Therefore, she is a
Oh, she's
gamer girl.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It just I will get back to this conversation in a second, but like, so my cats, I posted in the Discord today, they were displaying affection. I had to Google it, and it was like I wasn't lying down on the couch, but like I had my feet up on the couch, and both of the cats just like they like got on my feet, and then like Aqua was like licking me, and I was like kitten grooming feet, like, and I had to like, and I was like, is that a thing? And apparently it means that they love me. So
yeah, they love you. They recognize you as one of theirs, and so they're like, well, we got to clean you now. It's the only way.
Thanks. And then Hugo had his paw. He was sleeping and he had his paw. He was like that. It was great. And then I was like, hold on, like I'm nap trapped. Like if you've ever had a newborn, you know what that is. Because you don't want to get up because they're sleeping.
No, you can't do that to them. It's just mean. Like they look so innocent and cute. Yeah, you don't move when there's an animal or I guess baby sleeping on you. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that baby. Look at that little baby Dawn.
She's just so happy. She's like,
yes, I am a mum with cats, not a cat mum. That is correct. Moving on. I compare console warriors to people who are fans of like football teams. You know, it feels the same. It's like, man, you're not running on that football field. It's like the same. It's like you're not Phil Spencer. You're not making these decisions. You're not the developers of these gaming companies.
You're not that random tech guy in the back of the server room. It's fine.
Yeah,
relax.
Exactly. Calm your farm. But it's like this release of like testosterone. They just have to have their say. They have to let that stranger on the internet know exactly what they're thinking in their mind, and they will give you a piece of it. And it doesn't matter.
They want you to change your mind to match theirs, despite the fact that you can't change how other people feel or think. You can give them information and they can change it, but realistically, you ain't doing shit. So
yes, good times. Good times. I haven't spoken about any games that I've played.
Oh yeah, what you been playing?
And we're halfway through the episode, so that's actually really, really funny. No, it's fine. I have been playing the new Disney Dreamlight Valley with my 8-year-old.
Oh, that's such a good bonding experience.
It really is. Look, saving Disney characters in time in this imaginary island world, and you can visit each other's islands now, which is kind of like, I guess, Animal Crossing, and yeah, you can like go in and like pick there. This is a huge deal. I don't know if you're on the the Disney Dreamlight Valley like Twitters or Instagrams or whatever, but some people are just fantastic. Like they have every single thing, and they customize everything and the wallpapers of their little houses, and Mickey and Minnie, and it's just, and it's like Santa Winter Wonderland, or it's like depending on the movie that's coming out, they'll base it around that, and it's kind of like Sims but Disney, but also you are chained to this game. You will do the chores, otherwise you don't get the sparkles. Okay, you want that? Yeah,
I want the sparkles.
You want that cute little bench? 1,000,000 sparkles. Okay, and you know what you're going to be doing? You're going to be fishing. You are going to be cooking food. You are going to be gardening your little heart out, because you need that coin. And you know who needs that coin? Scrooge McDuck. You're Scrooge McDuck's little bitch. That's who you are. And
it's just a Tom Nook situation where I have to pay someone to upgrade my house.
Well, it's like 20,000 coins or like 50,000 coins. And it's like, I harvested this carrot. That's 3 coins. And I have to sell them to Goofy at the shop. And I'm pretty sure Goofy has like terrible math skills. Like, no offense, like he's a vibe, but like that man, I would not trust with my taxes.
His name is literally Goofy. Okay, like it's not an assumption at this point. It's literally his name.
Yeah. So no, that is his name. Yeah, he's a character. Yeah, he's like the Monopoly man, but Donald Duck and like corrupt.
Corrupt. Oh my gosh, there's corruption in this
There is.
game.
In
Of course
Disney?
there is.
Oh, no way. Oh,
Oh my
I've never seen
gosh.
this.
Never.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
but no.
Tom Nook walked so Goofy could run. That's what I'm hearing.
Man, Tom Nook, that man got so much hate, but really, if you think about it, if someone came along and went, hey, I'm going to give you a house, it's yours, you just have to pay it off, whatever way you see fit, no interest, I'd be on that so fucking quick. I'd be like, yes.
To be fair,
yes.
he labeled a house a tent. A tent
okay,
a house.
It did
Like,
start out a bit janky, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I would have been a bit pissy.
The trust was just gone straight away.
Yeah, but he gave me land, right? And I can build whatever I want on that land.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I'm just saying.
Look, look, we didn't start out with debt, but we were just in poverty, you know?
Yay.
And then they have this lovely store in the game. Like Scrooge McDuck has a bloody store. We have like 5 things, but just for 100,000 coins, you can allow like 3 more other things in the store.
So I have to upgrade your store. That sounds like a you job.
I'm giving you my coin for the Beauty and the Beast side table for my cute little Beauty and the Beast room that I've got in my house, and you're telling me you've got no coins?
Oh, this is stressful. I'm stressed just thinking about this. This is capitalism for babies.
Look, I have to teach my children consumerism some way, and this is it. Scrooge McDuck is the bank, and you were just a poor person who likes pretty things. Okay,
and
it's
you
simple
have
as
to work
that.
for it endlessly.
Oh,
that's a pretty realistic. Listen, you're teaching your kids the value of sparkles, aka money. I think that's actually like pretty on it.
Oh no, but then what happens is you can. There's also an element of your real money, your real actual parents' money.
You have to pay. It would be okay if it was free to play, but you have to pay a fair bit for that game.
It is on Game Pass, but none of the expansions. There's 2 expansions you have to pay for on top of it. So yes. And I will say your saves like carry over to like the PC version and the Xbox version. So that's pretty bad. But yes. Yeah. But you do have to pay for like the additional expansions. So if you want like Simba and Jafar and like all these other ones. And yeah, so you can go to the bank of mum and dad and say, hey,
you deposit my pocket money into Dreamlight Valley. Okay, thanks.
Yes, please. And then in the store, you can buy stuff. You can even buy sparkles in the store. So they're not called sparkles, but yeah. Anyway, so look, I do like it, but I also don't like being hassled for Minecraft coins or V-Bucks or sparkle money. So yeah, I'm entering that level of parenthood. Yes, no, I will always criticize games, even if they are on Game Pass. Game Pass is the best value in the sense of I get to play like really cool indie games, and like the Game Pass system actually like helps fund those indie developers. So I'm happy. Look, I sleep well at night, all right? Just saying. I don't sleep well at night thinking about Scrooge McDuck though.
Yeah, don't think about that guy, okay? I don't think he's good for sleep. I think
he doesn't wear pants. Can't trust him.
All of those ducks ain't got no pants on, and like
Ellie knows what she said.
Yeah.
Why are you trusting ducks? Ducks are mean, right?
I think geese are the mean.
Terrifying.
Also mean.
Terrifying. Yeah, they've got teeth.
And they're very tall.
There's lots of duck games, but where are the geese games? You know what I mean?
Untitled
Goose. Oh, there is that Untitled Goose game.
Goose. That's an Australian title.
But that goose is terrifying. Again,
that's a Melbourne title, actually, I believe.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, I went over to London, and I saw lots of little wild geese doing their little goose thing. They're fucking big. No, go back, go away. Swans as well.
Go back. No, swans are beautiful.
No, they're mean. They're mean.
They protect.
Not me.
They protect their babe themselves. Like if you don't go near their water. Whereas
Yeah.
geese, they've got beef with everyone's ancestors. They're coming for you whether or not they
They're like,
know
"You gonna
you or
eat me?"
not.
I'm like, actually, I wasn't. They're like, "You gonna eat me?" I'm like, "I really wasn't, sir. Please, you're nearly as tall as me. Go away."
Yes.
Listen, all right, I've had times. One time, I was in a petting zoo. I'd have been like 2 or 3. I got chased by a duck. I fell over a water trough. I got bit. Another time, I tried to give a pelican on the beach some fish. It was taller than me because I was still a little baby. I got scared. I couldn't let go of the fish. The pelican chased me. I did not get bit, but it still wasn't good. All right, there are more bird stories. All right, thank you for listening.
Have you ever encountered a
Birds.
cassowary?
Yeah, they're chill. I didn't fuck with them. I was like, you know what, little raptor thing, you stay over your side of the fence. And I'll stay over.
Exactly. You're a raptor bird.
Yeah,
Emus.
What are
I'm
you?
good to not deal with that. I don't need a foot through my central region of my body. I need all of those organs, so I'm going to need us to just not be too close. Thank you.
Look, just get the arms, all right? I don't. If I can, the arms are okay.
As well, okay. The legs maybe, but honestly, I prefer all of my limbs intact. Okay, so I'm still going to fuck with the big birds, and also emu wars. We lost that. I love that people like, oh, Australians joking, and we're like, actually not.
No, actually,
not
don't fuck with the emus.
No, we don't. No. Don't worry about it.
Ellie, I keep looking behind you. Is that a lightsaber?
No, it's just a light pole.
I'm actually
how there's-
so disappointed it's not a lightsaber.
Girl, I'm too
could
pretty
be.
for Star Wars. What are you talking about? Never seen it. Never seen it. Never will. I start beef with everyone almost daily. I have best friends that love it. Sorry, I would never watch a second of Star Wars. I am way too pretty for that movie. Franchise, series, don't care, beating a dead horse. Yeah, it's just capitalism.
I liked the swooshy light things.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to turn on my controller before because I can't not have my trio going. I did have an alien, but I accidentally broke his head. So there's just a rocket ship in Saturn.
Was that on the
Yeah.
wall?
Yeah, I broke his head moving rooms. So, but thankfully for my lovely throne, someone purchased this one. So she's big and she's beautiful and I love it. It's an acrylic one. So that one I can't bust, but these other two, the only time will tell. And this one snaps in half with that line. And it, yeah, if you touch it too much, it kind of vibrates a little bit. I think it's bleeding electricity. This room is just ready to go up. All my lights ready to go up.
That is a concern of mine because obviously Confessions of a Gamer Girl are running their annual, well, it's only the second year, but annual Secret Santa. And, I did put a couple of lights on there and, the cheaper ones, we do. Are they a fire hazard? I don't know. But, if you only put it on for the stream, for the vibe.
No, they're fine. Like, honestly, like mine don't even get hot. They don't even get hot and they're like the quote unquote cheaper ones. Like they're just USB, like the fiber optic, like plasticky besties. And even by the end of like long streams, there is no issue. I think this was a Kmart one that my mum wanted to like buy me to be a part of my stream. So everyone say hello, Rob Dog.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so
everything is a biohazard if you try hard enough. Okay? It's okay. You can get there. You too can be a biohazard.
Me with a giant light above my PC right now that blinds me every day.
Yeah.
It's so blinding. It's
Does anyone else like squint at their screen? Because when I'm playing a game, I will actively squint and then I realize I'm like, sorry guys, got to be careful of the crow's feet. But it's because you've got this like massive face light.
I think
which I love it, but still. Thanks, Elgato.
I think the reason that you find some streamers actually like a game to the side is so they don't have to
that's what I do.
Yeah.
My gosh, the culture of that, like of where you look as a streamer is almost like you have to decide, because when I first started streaming and watching Twitch, I was like, everyone's like this. I was like, why are we not looking at the camera? Why are we all looking like in different directions? And you almost like, it's like kind of a rite of passage as like a streamer. You're like, where do you want to put your cam and what monitor do you want to be looking at? Because some streamers you come across and they're literally like this, like it's full on side profile. You're just coming in the door to have a look at them. And then now with the ability of having you know, your teleprompters and stuff with your chat on it, you can look at the camera and you can, you know, reply to people's comments. But me personally, don't know about you ladies, but I have 2 monitors, which I think majority of gamers do. And I kind of have my cam hard off to one side of my setup, and then it's kind of in the middle of my monitors though, and then that way I'm looking straight ahead and I'm playing it, but I have my like support monitor with my chat on the other screen. But I would love to know where you guys have yours, because it's quite personal little setup.
So I've got mine, like I've got 2 screens like you. So when I'm playing, I look this way, and then my chat is always on this screen, and then I just have my camera in the middle because it doesn't work up top. Otherwise, I look like I'm in like 0.5 view and I'm wanting uppies. So it just
totally. It's really personal how people end up wanting to be, because everyone's quite different, and it's quite different with what your setup supports. Because Doom, how do you have yours? Because I think we still use the same Elgato face cam.
Yeah, we do. So I have my main screen, which is my big Alienware, which is where I have all of the stuff, the important stuff up. And then I have my second monitor, which is actually here. So if and maybe one day I will get back to a regular streaming schedule for games. I'd actually be facing this way, and I'd be able to see my chat here and the camera's there. So because I've got an ultra wide, so I can like split the screen. So I'd have like my chat box here. So like I could just look there and then look at the camera and then back to the game. And I don't think that's too jarring. I think that's totally fine. But yeah, some people have the third monitor, which is actually up above, which I just don't see the point of having a monitor like up above. Like a small teleprompter like would be okay, like if it was above my my gaming screen or between the camera and the gaming screen. But honestly, like a full-blown monitor up the top, I don't like, outside of aesthetics, like it looking cool. Is it like for a vibe?
No, it's legitimately useful. So because of the type of work he does, he actually needs to be able to view multiple things at the same time. And so you have your screen that you're working on, you have a screen where you're viewing something, and then a screen where you're checking something. So it's very similar when doing visual work and stuff like that. So I'll have my main work screen, and then I'll have my reference screen, and then there might be a time where I want to watch a video while I'm working, or I actually might need a tutorial or something in the background, but I still need to maintain that reference. So a third screen would actually be quite helpful. Same with when I'm marking, and I need to be able to juggle between spreadsheets, the actual work, the marking area, and like policy and things like that. So just depends how much shit you can look at once.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just used to, I don't know if you guys have it, but Windows has like the clip, so you can essentially put 4 tabs on one screen. Not that I use 4 tabs. I normally use 2, but I can do that on 2 screens. So I could have 4 tabs across 2 screens, and I think that's fine. But yeah, like I think it is, like you said, Ellie, a really personal preference. And I think there is like a meme about that, like saying like how narcissistic you are depends on how many screens you have. I actually I have seen people actually read their I have seen people
I hate it here.
With like an iPad with their stream stuff on it. So they'll have their stream manager and their chat on there. So I think that, or you can even do it on your phone. So I think there is a lot of options out there if you don't want to, fork out $800 for another monitor. Yeah, no, it's an definitely an interesting thing.
No, totally. Would you ever have one of those the vertical screens that some people have?
I have the setting. I can tilt this lovely ultra wide Alienware. I can tilt it, but it's a little bit curved. I don't know why you would have a portrait curved screen like that. Seems
I don't think
a little bit weird to me.
Not so much the curved one, Like I know it's really good for having chat up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If we got to read like documents and shit, awesome. But I think the curve would just sort of make you feel a bit queasy, like looking up and there's a curve and it's like.
You don't, honestly, when you're just looking at it, you don't notice. When it's off is the main time where you notice. Like I'm looking at my screen and like it doesn't look curved to me unless I look at like the edges.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like the the method with it, but that kind of sends me into a bit of a tizzy. I'm like, that's when it just looks. It looks weird. I've got to admit,
Yeah,
it
you're
looks
just
weird.
trying too hard. You just
And I think that those sorts of things, if you need a full screen to monitor your chat, like you're a big old professional streamer, surely.
Yeah.
Like you've got
and
a
how big is
chat
the font?
that
You know what I
keeps
mean?
rolling.
Like, I'd have to look this close to see that much
Yeah.
chat. You know what I mean?
I just don't think it would work. Like, you know, I think a lot of people have those few big streamers that they may or may not watch, and you see their chat literally going a mile a minute. Like,
They don't read that. What do you mean?
they don't read it. They don't interact with it. It's literally just the community talking to themselves, which is absolutely fantastic if that's, you know, what people do when they go in there. I do think by that point, a lot of lonelier people are commenting and talking to people within that sort of community, and it's really useful for that. That's not me like slandering or saying something shady, but when I see a streamer that has such a long, quick going chat, I'm like, I'm not going to comment in there. Like, it's just going like that doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
But there
No
are
matter how
people
big the screen is.
yeah, there's continuously people chatting in there always, and I think they're just interacting with each other, which is a really beautiful part of our community. Even if they have to like keep the conversation going, I think that's beautiful. And then that is when that screen's useful. But other than that, I think it's just like a little old selfie screen. Like what else are you doing with that if it's not for the
I
chat?
just have my camera, like it's just me, like right there.
Just always serving looks.
Yes.
Sorry,
well,
I saw someone good looking over in the corner.
Oh, it's me. Oh, what did Ariana Grande as Glinda? She's sees herself in the reflection of a mirror.
She's
Glass,
fucking funny in that,
and she's like,
"Hello."
hello.
Oh, in the trailer, yeah. Wow.
Oh. Like, feel yourself, golf queen. Like,
I wish we could all have that energy, okay? Like, I wish we could all be that into ourselves because, dear God, would it help everyone's insecurity so much?
Oh, look,
like,
if
it's not that you're not good looking. I'm just amazing.
I need like a new outfit. I need my hair like blow dried to perfection. Like there's a few layers to that experience. And you know what? Maybe if I owned like a wardrobe like Glinda and I was like dressed to the nines, like even when I'm unconscious in bed, then yeah, I would probably definitely feel that way. Oh, definitely. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit tired. We're a little bit tired today, and I kind of don't have anything else to talk about. So if any of you girls are doing anything this week, like Ellie, just your surprise 4-hour stream, if you're planning on doing that again, like maybe let people know.
I know that was pretty hectic. I definitely didn't plan it for it to even go ahead. It was just a freak thing.
Well, you spent 2 hours screaming. Like, I mean, no wonder it went for 4 hours.
Yeah, I normally play basketball on Tuesday nights, and we had a bye this week, and so I was like, why don't I stream? Like, I haven't been able to stream on Mondays, so I popped on just to play this demo. And much like Fear the Spotlight, I was like, I don't know how long this demo is going to last, because Fear the Spotlight literally was like a 10-minute demo. Like, it was so small. And Unknown Tapes ended up going for like, I mean, I'm a slow gamer. I like to loot stuff. I like to look around. I like to take my time. So I think it even lasted like an hour, probably more, just because I'm faffing about and dying because it was kind of hard in places. And then, yeah, I got raided by several lovely people, including Shay. So thank you so much, Shay, but also Grems and Pebbles. I really appreciate both of their raids as well. But Shay, your community is always super, super lovely. So that was really awesome to receive. But no crazy streams are planned, but I'm always willing to jump on this old PC and surprise the besties, because why not?
We love it. We love it. Speaking of besties, I've now got to share. Apparently, my my channel names confused people because I thought my channel name of Slay Central would actually be the promo channel. So now I've actually labeled it self-promotion for those of you who were a little bit confused. So if you aren't part of the Discord, what's wrong with you? Secondly, if you are, that's been changed. So Ellie, when you do go live, pop it in there, babe. And get around it. Love that. Shay, League of Legends, I assume.
Honestly, yes, but also Path of Exile too. So that's going to be my Sunday night.
Yes.
Keen.
That's
So
out. Yeah.
amazing, again, person from my community. I'm not saying a person, their name is Person. So their name's Person. So they were just absolutely freaking amazing, and they bought a pack of early access codes, and they've given them to people in the community. So that's gonna be amazing.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I'm so keen, and I'm doing my best to not touch it until Sunday night, so that everybody gets the first initial reaction. So yeah, that person. Hey, so grateful for that, and I'm so excited to play. And I love getting my hands on games that my community is excited for and will play with me, because that more than anything is just like the freaking best. So doing League, Path of Exile, and then 2 weeks from now, I've actually got a birthday stream on the Tuesday. So that's gonna be nice and sick.
Birthday girl.
Started releasing edits on YouTube. So if you guys want to go checky that out.
Yes, really I do.
Thank you. So yeah, stuff is happening, and it's really cool and unexpected. And I don't know, like I've been struggling with mental health recently, and so every step I took felt very insignificant. But cool stuff happening as a result of those tiny, perceived insignificant steps. So I mean, I guess it's a good example to just do your best and keep going, even when things are a bit sucky.
I definitely feel those vibes. I don't know. Neptune's probably up someone's bum. I don't know. I don't know about this
Gatorade, all of that sort of thing.
It's in Gatorade.
Don't know. And yeah, like I love Christmas, and I love gaming, and I love giving gifts to people, and it's I feel fortunate that I have this lovely community that I can share that joy with. And also, my children just happen to be into video games as well. Not that I like held them down and make them, watch
video
games or anything. Totally their idea. And, like being able to share that and put that video out and being able to edit it as well. It was actually a huge deal for me. And I think, like Ellie, you've been dealing with real life stuff, and then, to be so passionate and, do a 4-hour stream. Well done. Like that's insane. That's amazing. And, Shay, you're working through everything, but you still show up, you do the TikTok, you do you're doing the edits on the YouTube now, and you go show up every week. There you go. So it's like, I think a lot of creators in this space do feel that kind of, I guess, not or pressure or doubt, or like I'm not making enough progress, I'm not going viral, I'm not I'm only growing a few followers here and there. But it's still small steps, and it's those small steps that help you continue your journey. And I'm proud of everyone for continuing and showing up and still doing their thing,
doing our best.
And you
change every day. So
that's right. But you know what? If you wake up and you do something like cool shit every day, like do it. Like you're doing something amazing. You're doing, you're fixing your setup. You realize the other tree looked jank. You change that. You're gonna get new curtains, and you're gonna get things for there. And you know what? You've got a plan. You've got a plan for your curtains. Like it's just
they're nearly the same color as me. I don't need that in life. Why am I getting mocked by a curtain? I don't know what to put there though. So send help.
Yeah, and if anyone's listening out there and they feel like they're down or they're not making the progress that they wanted, or, like this is a time of year where a lot of people, put their goals out for the following year, and it's okay if your goals are smaller than someone or your growth was smaller than someone. Like the comparison is the thief of joy, right? So, just keep on keeping on, and we'll see you next week for another episode.
That's it.
Excellent.
Yes.
You can't get rid of us. We keep coming here.
We keep popping up. We keep coming back. We keep yapping your ear off. It is just what happens. And you know what? I think a couple people enjoy it. So we're not mad. Just a couple.
You know what? Too bad if you didn't. I'm going to do it anyway.
All right, lovelies. Take care. Happy gaming. And my t-shirt's better than all of yours.
Christmas.
We were doing Christmas t-shirts already, and I don't have any gamer ones. I need to get some gamer t-shirts for Christmas.
Mine's Christmas.
Unholy?
Thanks.
Totally. All right, lovelies. We will see you next week. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Bye.